Check, check. Welcome to Game 8 of the Oil and Gas Premier League Season 4 between SuperTech and Spider Power. Spider Power captain winning the toss, and he's elected to take first strike. Anshul, the captain, to bowl for... Sorry, the Sparklet Spartans, my bad. It's Sparklet Spartans versus SuperTech Cricket Club. Sparkling captain Imran Sheikh winning the toss. He elected to take first strike. Good batting conditions. The sun is out. Cross breeze from my left to right. Both these teams have won their first games, so they will want to keep that winning momentum. Anshul bowling the first ball, and it's into the boundary. Wait for the umpire signal. It's buys. The keeper missing that one. And Ibrahim Shahzadi and Ramakrishna at the crease. Driving this on the up towards the man. It covers. There's a misfield there. The man from deep point coming in and saving a single. 1 run to the total. Anshul bowling to Ramakrishna drives it towards the man at short mid wicket. A single completed. Odrani, the fielder there, keeps 1 run to the total. Driving this on the up through the cover area. Man at deep point just going around and collecting the ball from there. It's another boundary. So Sparklet Spartans starting off well. Sparklet Spartans last week had defeated Intertech AAA All Stars by 5 wickets, and SuperTech had got the better of DNO Dynamos. Ten on the board already. This time probably off the inner edge. There was 2 sounds onto it. He was walking down the line, but nonetheless, no casualty there. It's 10 for the loss of no wicket at the end of first 5 balls of the inning of the game. And a shot down to fine leg. 4 more runs to the total. Wait for the umpire signal. It's 4 more. It's a no ball with 4, so that means score moves on to 15 with 1 more ball to go. And a free hit coming up. The Oil and Gas Premier League Season 4, the team of organizers would like to thank their sponsors: Cashew, associate sponsors, Quantum Investment and Financial Management, Quick Art, Sparklet, MES, Hedge and Sachs, and Sovowell. Ibrahim Shabadi coming down the wicket to try to manufacture a shot, gets a single. 16 of the first over. Expensive over comes to close. The Oil and Gas Premier League Season 4 being played here at the Bijoys Cricket Club. We are at the Queen's Park Stadium. Both these teams, after winning their first games last week, are now locking horns in their second game. Bruno coming in to bowl the second over of the innings. Bruno, right arm over. Down the leg side. Ibrahim gets a single. Wait for the umpire signal. Leg bye to the total. Score moves on to 17. 7 runs coming off the bat and 10 runs of extras. Already just 7 balls into the innings. This is a cause of concern for SuperTech. They will have to rectify this as soon as possible if they want to keep this total down, as this time plays it to the man at point. No run there. Short of confidence for Ramakrishna. Was there to the pitch of the ball. Didn't middle it well. Played it straight to the man at point. But shouldn't be too disheartened. The moment you know that you're striking the ball when you're just away from scoring those runs, onto the back foot. Tucked in this time. Bruno is just trying to keep it within the stumps, not giving away much room. The umpire just having a word with the bowler. $17 for no loss. We're in the second over of the game. This is the part. Only 2 men allowed outside. Trying to manufacture a shot here. Forcing himself a couple of dot balls. Deciding to take on the bowler. But lucky for him, there was no edge. With 2 men outside the 30-yard circle. The man at third man. The man at fine leg. There's a lot of spaces between the keeper and the man at gully. There's no short third. There's no gully. There's a point. So there is ample of space. And the man at third man is quite square. He's quite fine rather, not square. So if it's an edge, all he will happen is the ball will go to the boundary. Bruno starts. Balls are wide now. So 1 more run to the total. 18 for the loss of no wicket. Tucked him up. Again trying to manufacture a shot out of nowhere. Desperate to get a few runs. Bruno's bowling an excellent line up to the batsman. Quick. Not giving him any room whatsoever. Just given away 2 runs in this over. There's a wide and a leg bye, so not much given away off the bat. And that's good signs when you're bowling at a good rhythm. Bruno there. Again, trying to cut this one. End of the over. Excellent over comes to an end. 18 for the loss of no wicket. Ibrahim batting 6 of 7. Ramakrishna batting 1 of 6. over number 3. Anshul Srivastava continue and he gets a wicket. A good comeback after a ordinary first over. Ibrahim Shabadi playing down the wrong line and his middle stump has taken a beating, and the first casualty for Sparklet Spartans, losing Ibrahim Shabadi, bowled by Anshul Srivastava for 6 of 8. Vinay Malik at number 3, facing Anshul Srivastava, drives this towards covers. A spring in the step of SuperTech after that wicket that they got. The fielders walking in. With a bit of purpose out there. So, dot ball, Vinay on strike. Plays it in the air, wide of the man at mid-on. Gets a single and he's off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 19. These pictures brought to you live by ASL Live. Again, this time plays it with soft hands, playing it towards point. There's 3 fielders coming quickly towards the ball. So the spring in the step of the boys after that wicket, wanting to show that they are there and they're a side that has the potential. And they need to live up to that billing. SuperTech Cricket Club. Ramakrishna this time plays it through the man at covers. There's a slight misfield, wanting a single, but Ramakrishna not interested. Again, this one, when it's on the up, Ramakrishna is quite happy. He's stroking the ball well. The moment it's slightly short, he's just trying to manufacture a shot. And so far, he's just scored 1 of 8. The good thing is that he's in the center. This time, chops onto the stumps and 2 in the over for Anshul. A good comeback after going for 16 in the first over. He's just given away 1 run and taken 2 wickets. So now, Sparklet Spartans now are tottering at 19 for 2 in the 3 overs. Check. Newman Saleh Khan at number 4. He'll be at the non-strikers end as Ramakrishna was bowled of the last ball of the previous over. Bruno bowled an excellent first over, went for just 2 runs of that over. A leg by and a wide. Is now bowling to Vinay Malik. Surprised not to see a slip out here. That always be. That's what I was saying, that the way he's bowling, he needs to have a slip with himself. Nineteen for 2, 3.1 overs completed. This time drives it over the man at mid-off, but no run there. Got to the pitch of the ball, but couldn't get the elevation that he was looking for. So a dot ball there. Bruno bowling to Vinay. Nearly edged that one. Beautiful line, just keeping that in the corridor of uncertainty. And that's what the new ball, you have to make it count. Make the ball jag around a bit. Bring the one inside. Keep the one holding its line. Keep the batsman guessing. And Vinay at the moment is all at sea against this new ball. He's just managed to get 1 run of the 5 balls that he's faced. He's beaten a couple of times. Comes down the wicket, prompting the bowler to bowl slightly outside the off stump. Will be called a wide, so 1 more extra to the total. Charged on the wicket, trying to unsettle the bowler. Managed to get a wide. But is that the right approach is what the question is, because if it comes off it looks good, but otherwise it could look really silly when you have lost 2 wickets in the first 3 overs of the game. This time over the bowler's head for a boundary. He unsettled this time. Bruno pitched it up and in his hitting zone, planted his front foot and through the line of the ball. The ball races away towards the long off boundary for 4. So Sparklet Spartans get a boundary after losing 2 quick wickets. Moves the score on to 24. We're in the 4th over of the game. Coming down the wicket, trying to manufacture a stroke. No run there. Needs to play sensible out there. He's just got a boundary of the previous ball when the ball was pitched up. He didn't need to charge down the wicket. You have to stay there if you want to get your side to a decent total. You just can't go in slam bang every ball. Last ball of the over coming up. 4th over of the game. Still 2 men just outside the circle. Nearly yorked him, and end of the over. 24 for the loss of 2 at the end of 4 overs. Anshul to continue. He's bowling to Saleh, who plays it off the back foot. It's a surprising appeal from the fielders. It's off the bat, so a dot ball. Saleh facing Anshul, the second ball of the fifth over. Onto the pads. Umpire says that's going down leg side. It was a foolish delivery, but probably just going down leg side, so the umpire was not interested. Saleh survives, score 24 for 2 in 4.2 overs. This is the fifth over of the game, fifth over of the power play. One more over of power play, and at the moment, SuperTech, after that casual first over, have come back strong in the next 3 overs or so, not giving much away. As this time Saleh plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. It's beautiful batting conditions out here at the Bijoy's Cricket Club here at the Queen's Park Stadium. This time a tight single taking at mid-on. The man at mid-on quite slow in getting to the ball. Lets that single get away. So Saleh off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 25 in 4.4 overs. It's a 2020 over game. The Oil and Gas Premier League Season 4 here on a Super Saturday. 10 teams in this tournament. Each team gets to play 4 league games. Vinay on strike. Anshul the bowler trying to cut that one. Angry with himself that he didn't get bat to that. He was there for the taking. It was short. It was slightly wide. He had to just make sure he gets at least half a bat. There's a lot of wide spaces in the offside. There's no slip. There's a man at square, third man. There's no man at gully. There's a point. So a thin or a thick edge could have really taken either side of the man at third man. As this time plays it with a straighter bat. End of the over. 25 runs of the first 5 overs of the game. Anshul 3 overs, 10 runs, 2 wickets. First change, Bruno taken off the attack. Normal Ronan Fernandez is coming to bowl the 6th over of the innings. Right arm medium. Brings the third man quite fine now. Again, trying to cut this one. Just an awkward looking position that he was in when he tried to cut that one. Lucky for him, the ball just going into the keeper's gloves without taking an edge. 25 for 2. Shot again, trying to cut this one. The third ball on the row that batsmen are trying to cut but not able to get any sort of bat onto that. Norman to Saleh this time manages to cut that one straight at the man at point. Chance of a run out. And is he struggling? We'll have to watch. Yes, the umpire says he's out. He took off for the single. He couldn't turn back on time, and in the end, lost his wicket. So further agony for Sparklet Spartans. Saleh Khan is out for 1 of 7 balls. And the decision has been made. The batsman is out. Saleh was struggling and he's been given out. He's out for 1 of 7 balls. The score 25 for 3 in 5.3 overs. Imran Sheikh, the captain, coming to the center, having a word with Vinay Malik. They need to stitch a partnership here to get here are the Spartans boys. Have lost that sparkle that they had in the previous game. They had beaten Intratech AAA All Stars in the previous game, but this time are facing a SuperTech team which has had a good history in this tournament. Imran Sheikh at number 5, the captain. Slightly short, trying to cut that one. No runs of the over so far. 4 dot balls, including a wicket. The Norman bowling right arm. This time cuts this towards the man at point, not ready to take that risky run. So 5 balls in the over. One more ball to go. Chance of a good maiden over. If he bowls it, he's bowling well. He's just keeping it right up to the batsman. Last ball, slightly short. Asking for a stumping. Are they going upstairs? The umpire is not interested. A maiden over to end 25 for 3 at the end of the power play. Three wickets to fall. Two have gone. And the third was a run out. Sparklet. Imran Sheikh won the toss, elected to take first strike. We'll have a look at the scorecard. Ibrahim Shabadi, 6 runs of 8 balls with 1 boundary to his credit. As Adilul Rahman comes into bowl the 7th over. Ramakrishna bowled Anshul Srivastava for 1 of 9. Vinay Malik is batting 5 of 10 with 1 boundary. Saleh Khan run out by Irfan and Ajil for 1 of 7. And Imran Sheikh, the captain, batting none of 3 balls. 12 extras in the innings so far. So 13 runs coming off the bat and 12 of the extras. This time cracks this one towards the man. It covers. There's a fielder there. An extra cover boundary for. Keeps it down to a single. Takes Vinay on to 6. Takes the score on to 26. Brings Imran Sheikh on to strike, who's yet to get off the mark. Change in the field. The man at short mid wicket comes down to a short cover. The man at point being sent a couple of steps to his right as the sun decides to take its way back into the clouds. A dot ball. No run there. So nearly driving this one, and lucky for him there was no edge, so another one going into the gloves of Ajil. This time driving and straight to the man at short covers, so no run there. He's yet to get off the mark. He's middling the ball, but so far is not able to get off the mark with a run. This time drives this through the vacant third man region. That the man at squarish third man comes around, keeps it down to a single, so he's off the mark. And the score moves on to 27 with 1 ball to go in the 7th over. 27 for 3 in 6.5 overs. A dot ball to end the over. 27 for 3 after 7. They had got 16 runs of the first over and then 11 runs of the next 6 with loss of 3 wickets. So a complete turnaround in this game after that first over. Vinay batting 6 of 12. Imran Sheikh 1 of 7. Norman to continue. His first over has gone for a maiden. Brings Imran Sheikh on to strike. This time plays it towards the man at short cover. Anshul there. Change in field. There's a man at point. There's a man at gully. There's now a man at short covers. There's a man at extra cover. This time on the back foot. Plays it towards the man at short covers. Anshul there. Oh, these 3 fielders in the ring. The man at gully, the man at point, the man at short covers. All of them kept busy there. Making sure that they don't let any loose singles. This time edges this one, a thick outside edge to the boundary. Not a convincing one, but they will take that. It's been a long time since the boundary has come. This time Imran sees the width, slashes hard, gets the outer half of the bat, and the ball racing away towards the third man boundary. There was no slip there or a short third. So 4 runs. After 8 balls, Norman's given away a run and he's given away 4. In fact, score moves on to 31. This time puts him on the back foot, plays it towards the man at point. No run there. Score remains on 31. Then cuts this one. There's a man at third man this time. straight to him. There's a single there. Score moves on to 32. The last ball of the 8th over coming up. Vinay plays this one towards fine leg. There's no fielder there. The man at square leg going up. Deepak Odhrani is the one. He's chasing that one, and they get 2 more runs. Good over for Sparklet Spartans. They got 7 runs of this over. So the end of 8th over, 34 for the loss of 3. As Adil to continue. Current run rate of 3.9, rather 4.25 will get to 85 only. They will need more than that as Adil continues. He's just given away 2 runs of the first over he bowled. Short plays it towards the point region for 4 more. This time there was width on offer. It was quite loose and rightly so. Sent to the boundary for 4. Score moves on to 38 and Imran Sheikh moves to 10 of 13. .38 for 3. This time plays it towards, corrects his line. Didn't allow him the width to slash at that one, so he had to play it with the full face. Goes to the man at short covers, no run there. Score remains on 38. 38 for 3. Drives this one past the bowler. There's a man at long on, Bruno there, who's patrolling that area. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 39. Brings Vinay Malik on to strike. This time, full-blooded shot, wide of the man at long off. He comes to his left and cuts that one off, keeps it down to a single. And score moves on to 40. 8.4 overs completed. 6 runs coming of this over so far. Boundary first ball and 2 singles to follow after that with a dot. This time drives it, well played, but straight to the man at short covers. No run there. Last ball of the 9th over. Oil and Gas Premier League. This is season number 4. So far, 2 teams have won this tournament so far. Petrofac winning season 1. Cummins Arabia beating them in the finals in season 2. And then Petrofac returning the favor in season 3. So twice Petrofac, once Cummins Arabia. So rest of the sides will be really itching to get their hands on this trophy this time. DNO Dynamos earlier had a fantastic chance of getting the better of Petrofac, but they fell short by 3 runs in a spirited chase. And will have to live up to another day to fight another battle. As another bowling change, Deepak Odhrani, right arm off spin, comes to the attack. Last over before we go into the drinks break. 109 for 5. Sorry, it's 41 for 3. 101 for 5 is at the other ground. I'm sorry about that. Flighted delivery, plays it towards the man at extra cover. There's a fielder there. They get a single for that. And the score moves on to 41. Good start by Deepak, floating the ball well. Rather flighted that one. Invited the batsman to drive. This time across the line into the vacant cow corner for 4. So Vinay Malik has seen enough of it, deciding to chance his arm. The moment it was pitched up, he planted his front foot outside and across the line, plays this towards cow corner for 4. Score moves on to 46. And he moves on to 13 of 15. They're in the rebuilding phase, or the Sparklet Spartans. They lost 3 quick wickets. Got to make sure they stitch a partnership, and Deepak this time is low, a high full toss. He's been given a wide. He bowled it quite slow in the air. Vinay Malik played all over that one, and in the end the umpire called it a wide. So one more extra run. Score moves on to 47. This time quicker one, plays it towards backward of square. The batsman complete a single. One more run to the total. Flighted ball, plays it towards the left of the man at long off. The fielder there doing the fielding, well fielded, and along with collecting the ball, made sure in that momentum, switches hands, throws the ball towards the bowler, keeping down to a single. 49 for 3 of 9.4. Slightly so, plays it in the air towards the man at covers. Another fielder there. These youngsters are really well for their side, making sure they run around the field, saving those boundaries. One more run. 49. So the 50 coming up. 50 in 9.5 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Last ball of the over coming up. Full toss, plays it towards the right of covers this time. The man at extra cover boundary does the fielding. One more run. End of 10 overs, 51 for the loss of 3 wickets. Vinay Malik batting 15 of 7. Imran Sheikh batting 15 of 20. And Odrani going for 10 runs of that over that he's bowled. I mean, players will have a quick drinks break. End of over number 13, 76 for the loss of 3 wickets. A good partnership being built here by Imran Sheikh, who's batting 33 of 33, and Vinay Malik 22 of 22. Deepak Kodrani has gone for 15 of his 2 overs to continue. He's bowling over number 14. Just a shade below 6 runs an over should get them to 117. They will want more than that. Deepak to continue. Imran Sheikh doing the bulk of the scoring in this inning so far, being supported by Vinay Malik, who was struggling initially but now has run a ball to his credit. So they'll want to continue this partnership. Full toss, plays it into the vacant square leg area for 4. It wasn't a good ball, a rank long hop, hit me ball, and he sends it over to the square leg boundary. One bounce into the bench he goes, and the score moves on to 80 now. 80 of the 79 balls that they face. So 6 runs and over is what they're scoring. They need much more than that. They will really want to come up to another 70 more in the probably in the next 7 overs to reach about 140, 150. This time slightly quicker, changed the pace of the delivery, but slightly straighter. Imran committed onto the stroke, but doesn't get any sort of edge out there. Partnership is 55 or 47. They came in when the score was 25 and they came together. This time, another quicker one. This time, realizing well that Imran is going to pounce on anything which is slow and short, so he's just keeping it up, varying the pace, not giving it much air. This time, slightly quick in the air. Chance for the man at point, and as we speak, against the run of play, another wicket. Imran Sheikh was going well so far. Probably a couple of dot balls. He decided to chance his arm, but it wasn't there for the hit, and in the end is caught at point for 37 of 37 balls. 6 boundaries to his credit. Nisar Ahmed, the new batsman, coming at number 6, 80 for 4. Irfan, the man who took the catch, is earlier involved in a run out as well, so he's accounted for 2 wickets, 2 dismissals in this innings. Mr. Ahmed, left-hander. We're facing the off spinner. Plays this towards the left of point. They come finish 1 and they come back for 2 by the time the man from covers runs around and collects the ball. 2 more runs. Score moves on to 82. 8 22 for 4 in 13.5 overs. Nisar off the mark with a double of the ball he's faced so far. He's facing Deepak, who's going to bowl the last ball of the over. This time drives this one hard towards the man at extra covers. There's a fielder there who comes down to his left, collects the ball. 83 for 4 at the end of 14. Successful over for SuperTech. They got the wicket of the captain Imran Sheikh. Deepak Kodhrani now 3 overs, 22 runs, 1 wicket. Aryav, the new bowler. It's 4 p.m. local time here at the Bijoj Cricket Club. And we're at the OGPL Season 4 as Arav bowls this slightly short. Nisar goes onto the back foot, plays it towards the man at mid-wicket. Bruno, the fielder there, comes around, keeps it down to a single. Arav slightly short this time. Onto the back foot, cuts this one. There's a man at deep point there. Enough time to be cutting that one. So plays it in the air, coming towards the left of the man at deep mid wicket. The complete one, wanting the second. Vinay not too keen on that. A quick throw fired in. Good decision by Vinay Malik there, knowing that Bruno's quick across the top and got a good arm as well. So no chance there. 85 for 86 for 4. Cuts this one towards right of Anshul, who just manages to keep the ball within his grasp. He gives away a single. Probably injured his hand a bit, but he'll have to continue fielding. He's leading the side. Score moves on to 87. In the air, over the man at behind square, and the ball races away towards the boundary for 4. Score moves on to 91 with that boundary. Good stocky left-hander coming in at number 6, trying to give that impetus to the innings that has been missing. They lost 3 quick wickets at the score of 25. A partnership of 55 between Imran Sheikh and Vinay Malik. And now, once Imran is gone, Nisar has decided to up the ante. He's already got a boundary to his credit. Last ball of the over, 91 for 4. Back to the bowler, 1 bounce. End of the over, 91 for 4 at the end of 15 overs. Nisar batting 9 of 5. Vinay Malik now anchoring the innings at 24 of 24. Rajmohan coming to bowl his second over, 1 over 9 runs, no wicket. Fielders just realizing they just had 3 men outside the 30 yards, so umpire would have called a no ball for that. Bringing the man from third man back into the short third man area. Arya was the fielder there. And Rajmohan to continue. He's bowling to Vinay Malik. Trying to cut this one. Quicker one. Beaten for pace. Next one. Vinay facing Rajmohan. This time again trying to go for the edge. Thought it was a wide, but since he's moved across, the umpire will not call that a wide. It is within the tram line. So second dot ball, 2 consecutive dot balls. This time another dot ball. So pressure on Vinay. 3 consecutive dot balls. Rajmohan's just keeping it outside the off stump. The channel for not there for Vinay to play that stroke. 3 consecutive dot balls, putting the pressure back onto this Sparkling Spartan. This time gets it straight to the man at short covers. Anshul doing well to make sure that he does not give away the single. The 16th over of the innings, and they have 4 dot balls. They need to come up with the goods in this over. A big shot in the offering right now. Or does he give a single and ask Nisar to take on the bowler? And the umpire this time has to stretch his hand. It's a wide. So the first run of this over, score moves on to 92. 15.4 overs completed. Change in the field. Anshul's not really comfortable, so he's gone down to short third, hoping that the ball doesn't come to him. Aryav is the man who's been brought from short third to short covers. Good bit of thinking if you know that this time again a swing and a miss. 5 dot balls, 1 wide in the over. Not coming at the pace that they're looking for. Last ball of the over. This time edge, but no contact. Is that the over? Yes, it is. Just 1 run of it, and a magnificent over to put the pressure back on. 16 completed, 92 for 6. Left-hander now facing Aryav. Need to check the field. The man is there behind square at the boundary because the ball's turning in, so he needs to have a man. The mid wicket is quite square. He needs to have it. And this time Aryav doing the right thing, giving away a single to Nisar. That's a good choice. Give a single, keep him off strike, put Vinay, who's already under pressure. The last over he's not been able to get any contact. So now the pressure back on Vinay Malik to score those runs and compensate for the over that he lost last over. Or is he sensible enough to get a single? The way he's taken off his helmet looks like he's going for the big one. Let's hope and see what he does. This time slightly short. He manages to get good bat on it and gets a boundary. So welcome boundary for Sparklet Spartans. He moves on to 28 of 31. Score moves on to 97 for 4 or 16.2 overs. Full toss. Plays it towards the man at deep mid wicket. Will wait for the umpire signal. The umpire considers that's not a no ball, so that's one run added. Score moves on to 98. Vinay misses out on a good opportunity to score a maximum. He just managed to get one. The brighter thing is that he got onto strike. $16.3 gone. Wait for the umpires checking for a no ball. He's asked the third umpire to check that. Nisar places down towards the man at long on. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. So out of doing the right thing. It's not a good matchup against the left-hander, but he's at the moment, he's just given him a boundary. 100 comes up, 100 for 4 at the end of 16.4 overs. Shot this time, plays it towards the left of the man at mid-wicket, and it's 4 more. Not so good bowling. He's bowling well against the left-hander, but suddenly going short to Vinay, who's tall and he can use those long levers, and the ball races away towards the boundary. 16.4 overs completed, 104 for 4. Dot ball. Last ball of the 17th over. This time cut and straight to the man at point. A indecision between both the batsmen. In the end, all safe out there. No run there. End of the over. 104 for 4 at the end of 17. First ball of the over, single being taken. Gets Nisar off strike. Hundred and five for 4, 17.1 overs. Rajmohan continuing his trouble. Vinay the last over. This time gets the shot, plays it towards deep mid wicket, gets a single, he gets off strike. This time managing to get a bit of bat and get a single and go to the non-strikers end, give Nisar the strike. Was batting 12 of 9. Vinay batting 34 of 36. Nisar coming down the wicket, trying to manufacture a stroke. Chance of a run out at the non-strikers end. And a drop. Let's see if he's got it. And yes, it is a needless run. Vinay was Didn't need to take that. He suicidal that one, and in the end, sold his partner down. Nisar, who was batting well, has lost his wicket to a needless run out, which was never required. You got to play percentage cricket. What are you trying to achieve out there? What are the results that you're looking for, and what are your options? The result desire was to come on strike while you are struggling and your partner is playing well. इसकी रनिंग देखो, इसकी ये जब स्ट्राइक पे डबल कैसे भागता है और दूसरे की डबल कैसे भागता है. 106 for 5 brings Rajan Chauhan to the center. This time Vinay plays it towards the man at deep square leg for a single. 107 for 5 after 17.4 overs. 2 more balls left in this over. Rajmohan to Rajesh Chauhan. An edge flies over the man. Keeper goes to the third man boundary for 4. Spartans wouldn't mind that. They will want to accumulate these runs. And the triple Nelson comes up 1-1-1 for 5. After 17.5 overs, 13 more legal deliveries left in this innings. They'll ideally want somewhere around the 140 game mark, if not less. Umpire's last minute checks. We're here at the Bejoys Cricket Club. The Queen's Park Stadium is where this game last ball of the overs. Plays this one towards deep square. Chance of a run out. The batsman in. We'll wait for the umpire. Is he going upstairs? End of the over. He's got man at the cover boundary. 112 for 5. And his man at long on. The keeper getting Harish Banga, who's been brought in as a professional in this. He's the one who's making sure he's got the men at the right place. He's got a short third man. He's got a gully, point, cover, extra cover, mid-off. That's the field on the offside. 3 men. Man at square leg. It's short mid-wicket. And the umpire says, play. First ball of the game coming up. Santosh to bowl. Down the leg side. Flicks it towards fine leg. There's nobody there. The man at square leg, Vinod, doing the chasing there. Batsman come back for 2. Over number 19, Bruno to bowl that over. He's bowling to Rajan, who's got a boundary of the first ball he scored. He's on 5 of 2. Taken strike. He's got 2 of the first ball. Cross breeze blowing from left to right out here. Perfect conditions for a game of cricket. The sun's playing hide and full toss. Plays it towards the main. First few overs. That's what he got. And wide long on. Through the gate. This is what I was talking about. The ball's going to jag around a bit. He brought the one inside. And he's bowled him neck and croc, and the first casualty for Petrofac with SS going back to the hut for an early shower for 2 runs of 2 balls. Straight away success for DNO Dynamos. This is what they'll be looking for the umpire. This is not out, and put the defending champions under pressure. They're already under pressure after their first loss last week. So they will want to make amends to that. And they've run into DNO Dynamos, who have drawn first blood in the first 2 balls of the game. Shibin is a non-striker there. Shibin was leading the side last week in the place of Jikesh. Now with the regular coming in, he's been relieved of this duty. And as we speak, we see the captain coming in, Jikesh. Just a bit of love between 2 of them. A bit of talk, probably telling him that just stay around. The ball's gonna move. 115 for 5. 18.4 overs. 8 more balls left in the innings. Bruno is gone for 9 runs of his 2.4 overs. It's a bit surprising that Anshul has not utilized Bruno's full quota of 4 overs. This time inside of the bat. Chance of a run out. A throw, needless throw, and gives away 4 runs. It was an easy thing. He should have given it to the keeper. Very excited that he wanted to throw the stumps down. In the bargain, gave away 4 runs to his side. 5 runs coming off that ball. Last ball of the over. Right up to the batsman, under his bat. End of the over. 120 for 5 after 19. Last over of the innings coming up. They will ideally, not 140 now, they should be targeting 130. Ansari okay with 130? Rajan Chauhan and Vinay Malik. Vinay Malik 41 of 40. Rajan Chauhan 7 of 5. Norman coming into bowl the last over. He's gone for 7 of the 2 overs that he's bowled. Short plays it towards the right of extra cover. They complete one, wanting the second. And Rajan Chauhan quick to respond. Gets 2 more. Score moves on to 122. Plays it towards the left of the man at long off. Well fielded there. But still allows the second to go through. So Vinay now, knowing that the last few balls he can go full throttle. He's got 2 doubles. Score moves on to 124. 4 more balls left in the innings. In the air, falling between 2 fielders. They complete one. Rajan thought Vinay is going to come back for the second, but that was never to be there. So a single takes Vinay off strike. He's now 46 of 43. 3 more balls left in the innings. 5 runs coming off it. Do they get another 5 or 6 runs in the remaining 3 balls? Get to 130 just to make yourself believe you are in the game. A wild swing, misses that one. Not to be. Norman's bowling well. He's not bowling the one inside the line of the stumps. He's bowling it outside. So you got to access the point or the cover region. You can't go mid-wicket. He's got to understand what the bowler is bowling out here. This time, high on the bat, goes towards the man at long on. Completes a single. 126. Last ball of the innings coming up. Let's hope and watch. Does he get a boundary? He needs 4 to get a 50. He needs 4 to get his team to 130, or does he get to 132? What does Norman dish out here? Let's see. Wrapped on the pad, but that's an inside edge, possibly a single to end the innings. They finally managed 127 in their 20 overs. 128 is what SuperTech need when they come back to chase the score down. A below par score from Sparklet Spartans, but they will have to come down and defend a partly total of 127. And is that good enough? Only time will tell. We'll take a short break and comes back after the chase in the next few minutes. Check, check. Welcome back. The chase underway for SuperTech Cricket Club, chasing 128 in these 20 overs. Sparklet Spartans will have to bowl out of their skins if they want to defend this small total. Ansar Ahmed Abbasi, the Triple A, coming into strike. He's partnered with Bruno. Inam Wazir is going to open the bowling for Sparklet. And first ball. And a shot of overconfidence, no feet movement, and you could just look at his timber being disturbed and the long walk back to the pavilion. Not the start that SuperTech were looking. Sparklet Spartans will be buoyed by that wicket. They got the danger man, Ansari, who is known to take on the bowling right from the word go, but didn't expect that he would be going after them in the first ball of the game, the first ball of the innings. So none for one. Right, none for one. Triple A, Ahmed Abbas Ansari is back in the hut. First ball straight towards the man at long off. Vinay Malik there. Didn't charge in for the ball. Happy to keep it down to a single. First runs on the board. 128 is what they need. They weren't chasing 228. That Ansari had to go right from the first ball. Lost his timber. Just put his team under pressure out here. As Bruno this time. Easy out. Umpire doesn't think so. Slowed the ball one up. And Bruno played over it. Lucky for him that the umpire hasn't ruled in the bowler's favor. Sudeep is the man who's coming at number 3. Just going down and having a word with Bruno that we just lost a wicket, so we don't need to panic and try to do something silly. Play yourself in. We have a lot of overs. We have exactly 20 overs to get these 128. We're in no rush at the moment. Cuts this one. Beautiful fielding by the man at point. Keeps it down to a single. Was a certain boundary had this ball crossed him. but not to be. 1 run. Bruno off the mark. It's a good shot. Nonetheless, if it's it's well fielded, but should make him feel good. He's middle of the ball. He's off the mark. Should calm his nerves a bit. It's all happening out here at the Bijoy Cricket Club, and this time too close to comfort for that edge. A wicket first ball. And half a chance in the second. Third one, a probable LBW. Then good fielding. So it's all happening here at the Bijoy Cricket Club for the OGPL Season 4. This time down the leg side, misfielded by the fielder, and the ball will just race over towards the boundary for 4. They need 6 runs and over. They get that. End of the first over. 6 for the loss of 1 wicket. A good over. Finally being lost with that boundary. 6 for 1 at the end of 1 over. Parminder bowling over number 2. Right arm around the wicket. Bowling to Bruno. Down the leg side will be called a wide. So 1 run to the total. Seven for no loss. Needing another 121 runs more. Bruno misses out on a full toss. Overplayed that ball. The ball's coming slightly slow off the end of the wicket. So you need to adjust yourself. So he played it a bit too early. Didn't get good connection. Ball straight to the man at short mid wicket. No run there. This time drives it down towards the man at mid on. Chance of a run out. Not a good throw. Should have shied at the stumps. Straight away. Bruno makes it. Doesn't look in full control of his innings so far. It quickly moves to 2 of 4. Sandeep Pokhriyal batting 5 of 2 with a boundary. Full toss. He too misses that one, but the ball is going towards the mid wicket area. They complete one. Sudeep initially said no for that single. Probably lost his bat, but now completes the second. 2 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 10. 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. The man out. Ansari bowled for the first ball, going for the big drive with no feet movement, and saw his furniture being disturbed. He's probably sitting in the dugout and reflecting on his dismissal. Dot ball. Man from slip going down to short third. Still inside. This time down the ground into the vacant long on area. Beats the man at mid on quite easily, and the ball races away towards the fence. Score moves on to 14 with 1 ball to go in the second over. Change in the field. There's a long on and a long off now, prompting with that shot that he played. He's got the ball only quite straight, and this time in the air, the man at square leg coming around. Chance of a good catch, and he's taken that, and a needless wicket again. Number 2, Sandeep. He had just got a boundary of the last ball. Chances arm on one that was slightly up there, not the kind of line that should have been sent over the square leg boundary, but ended up skying that one, and a good catch judged at the square leg area. Ran down to his right, kept his eyes on the ball, and made sure he catches it and sends Sandeep back to the pavilion after 11 runs of 7 balls with 2 boundaries. Now, after 2 overs of 14 for the loss of 2 wickets. Over number 3. Normal Ronald Fernandez has come to the center. Inam Wazir to continue. Bruno plays it back to the bowler. No run there. 14 for the loss of 2 wickets. Men out. Ansari out for naught. And Sandeep was out for 11 of 7 balls. Underedges this one and takes off for a single. Brings Norman on to strike. A needless throw. Gets an overthrow. 2 more runs to the total. And the 3rd wicket is gone. He's bowled. So further agony for SuperTech, who've lost the 3rd wicket at the score of 16. Bruno out for 4 or 6. He never looks settled out there at the center and has to make his way back to the pavilion. Inam Wazir now 1.3 overs, 8 runs, and he's got 2 wickets. He sent both the openers back. Harish, the new man at number 5. Suddenly, this score of 127 now looks formidable considering that they've lost. It's on the in the first. Check. 14-3. Harish inside Nam plays this towards the left of the man at short cover. Takes off for a single. Skumos on to 15. Brings Norman on to strike, who hasn't faced the ball yet. Norman taking strike off the back foot, plays it with soft hands back to the bowler. No run there. End of 3 overs, 17 for the loss of 3. They've lost a wicket each over. And now need another 111 of the remaining 102 balls. Parminder to continue. Balls to Harish, who plays it off the back foot back to the bowler. No run there. Again, like how Sparklet Spartans had commenced their innings, they were tottering at 25 for 3, and they needed two people to rebuild. Vinay Malik and Imran Sheikh did that. This time it is the turn of the SuperTech batsmen. They've lost 3, so Norman Fernandez and Harish now have to make sure that they're doing the rebuilding phase. They're not chasing a big total, so they can take their time. Surely we'll get those runs if they're out there at the center. They will not get any if they are walking back to the hut any time in the next few overs, as they take a quick single. There's a misfield there, and they now come back for second. Again, some misjudgment, but still managing to get 2 runs. Score moves on to 20. Another one, and this time Parminder gets his second. So the extra run given for the second time has resulted in a wicket of the next ball. They had an overthrow when Bruno got an extra run, and next ball he was bowled, and this time a misfield allowed that second run, and then they got another wicket. So these extra run each that they're given has actually resulted in benefiting Sparklet Spartans, who got a wicket each. So now they're all over SuperTech, were tottering at 20 for 4 in 3.3 overs. 24 brings Arav on strike. Arav Odrani. Didn't expect himself to come in so early, but now he has a job on hand. Is that an edge? Umpire doesn't think so. There was Sparklet. Spartans have now found their spark. At the halfway stage when they came in, they must have thought they need early wickets, and boy, they have taken 4 so far, and looks like not stopping them. Both these opening bowlers have now created panic, allowing that single to go through. A run out of check. The fifth wicket down in the fifth over. A steady procession for SuperTech, who are now tottering at 21 for 5. Arav was the man, played a soft-hearted shot and managed short covers. This time nearly number 6 over the man at short point, and the ball races away towards the boundary. Welcome boundary, much needed for SuperTech at the moment, who are facing a spirited Sparklet Spartans. 25 for 5. Ajil off the mark with that boundary. Ajil plays it towards the man at point. No run there. The man at gully, there's a short point waiting for a cut. He's too close. Just hoping that he plays one into the hands. He nearly played one last ball and got 4 for that. Then 25 for 5. Plays it towards the man at long on. The fielder coming around. Kicks it down to a single. Score moves on to 26. 26 for 5. Norman has just faced one ball and he's a bit of destruction in front of him. He needs to keep his cool. He's got to shepherd this innings. He plays it with the soft hands towards the man at short cover. 4.5 overs. Last ball of the fifth over. Onto the pads. No run there. End of the over. 5 overs completed. 26 for 5. Needing another 102 of the remaining 84 balls. 90 balls. Parvinder to continue. 2 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets. Right arm around. Ajil goes onto the back foot, plays it back to the bowler. No run there. So batting 5 of 3 balls. This time driving back towards the bowler, and they managed to pinch a single there. Score moves on to 27. Onto the back foot, plays it back to the bowler. No run there. Norman being watchful out here. Straight to the man at gully. They quickly take over for a single. Straight direct throw, sent upstairs. Not really confident. Need to wait and watch. Wait for the signal. Third umpire having a check. How are you? Good. Not out is what the umpire signals. Third umpire signals. The batsman had just made his foot inside. He hadn't grounded his bat, but his foot was behind the line, so he saves himself 28 for 5 after 5.4. Parminder, and he gets wicket number 6 on the back foot, trying to play a stroke, and Ajil this time is considered bowled. So one more casualty in the sixth over. More than half the side is back in the hut. Bit surprising as to why Anshul, the captain, has still not made it to the center. 28 for 6 at 5.5. We still haven't completed the power play, and you have 6 batsmen who made it back to the pavilion. As we run you through the scorecard, Anshul Srivastava, the captain, who's now coming at number 8. Last ball of the over, and the power play completed 28 for 6 as we run you through the scorecard. Ansar Ahmed Abbasi out first ball. He was bowled by Inam. Bruno out for 4 of 7. He was bowled by Inam Wazir. Sudeep, who started well, he had 11 of 7 with 2 boundaries, caught by Nisar off the bowling of Parminder. Norman Ronan, who's batting at 1 of 5. Harish bowled by Parminder for 3 of 5. Aryav caught by Ramakrishna off the bowling of Inam for 1 of 4. Ajil Suresh out 6 of 6 balls with 1 boundary, was bowled by Parminder. And now it is the last recognized pair, Norman Ronald and Anshul Srivastava, who should be taking this team home if they want to see the victory. Inam to continue. He's bowling his last over. Cuts this one towards the man at point, no run there. This time drives it through the cover region for 4. A welcome boundary for SuperTech, who have lost their moyo in the first 6 overs. They've got 3 boundaries in that, but in the bargain have lost 6 wickets. Now have a boundary to their credit. Score moves on to 32 for 6. Change in the field. The man at point going back towards the boundary. Covers, comes into the inside the circle. This time trying to cut this one. Missed that one completely into the keeper's gloves. Score remains on 32. This time drives this towards the left of the man at long off. Vinay Malik there. He misfields and the ball races away towards the boundary. Couldn't put his foot down in time. Tried to boot that one, but ended up kicking it and further away into the boundary ropes for 4 more. So score moves on to 36. 32 for 6. Inam playing with soft hands back to the bowler. Happy to see him off. He knows that he can target the next bowlers after Inam and Parminder have completed their 4 overs, who are at the moment bowling a very good spell. One more ball left in the 7th over. In the air, wide of the man at long off this time. Vinay Malik this time making sure he bends his body, gets to the ball and keeps it down to a single. The first time that in this innings that they have not lost a wicket in this over. Score reads 37 for 6 at the end of 7 overs. Target of 128, needing another 91 runs of the remaining 78 balls. Not a high ask, but considering that they are 6 wickets down, they have the last of the recognized pair as Natraj comes into bowl. Natraj into the attack. First change in the 8th over. Right arm over, slightly short, cuts this one. The man at deep point, he comes around, keeps it down to a single, brings Anshul on to strike. 38 for 6. 90 more runs of the remaining 77 balls. Short, but doesn't connect it well. He's probably struggling with his arm, which might have prompted him to come as low. He didn't expect that he needed to come to bat, but he has to come. His side is in dire straits. They need him to stand there along with Norman. This time, quicker delivery. Surprise Anshul, who had to hurry onto the shot but doesn't make any contact into the keeper's gloves. Yet to get off the mark. None of 3 balls that he's faced. This time cuts this towards the man at deep point. Fielder there. Round keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 39. Under edges this one. They quickly complete a single. That's good running. Not missing out on any run opportunity that they're getting. Score moves on to 40. This time on the up, drives it towards the man at extra cover. There's a single there. Score moves on to 41. End of the over. 41 for 6 after 8. 41 for 6. Jiten, the second change coming in, right arm over. This time short, plays it towards the man at deep mid wicket. Probably a little bit more finer. This should have gone into deep mid wicket fence, but straight to the man at deep mid wicket. Anshul gets one single. Score moves on to 42, brings Norman on to strike. Batting 12 of 13. Down leg side, called wide. The keeper misses that, but no extra runs there, just one wide. Score moves on to 43. Shot, plays it towards the man at point, misses out on an opportunity to score a run. Now trying to play a shot off the pad. So no run there. Doesn't need to play that shot. Got to cut out the risk out here. Percentage cricket will get you through just a couple of overs more. Get a few more runs. Get closer to the target and then probably target an over or so where you can get these wide. This time the bowler compensating. After bowling one down the leg, he got away with that. This time trying to pitch it outside the off stump. In the bargain, gave away a wide. One run added. Score moves on to 44. This time onto the pads, into the wickets, deep square leg area. Ball racing away. And all of a sudden, SuperTech have started finding their voice. They know they're not out of the woods, but still will be happy to get that boundary and take the score on to 48. Norman moves on to 16 of 16. This time onto the back foot, plays it back to the bowler. Last ball of the over coming up. This is the 9th over. One more over after this. When they go into the drinks break, we'll reassess how do they go about chasing the remaining in the next 10 overs. To do that, they make sure that they don't lose any more wickets from here on. In the air, brings the man at long on, and a good chance, fluffed. He had sighted the ball well, but unfortunately, when he executed that catch, he didn't take it the way that they normally do. Not a style that the Asians are known for taking it the Australian way, reverse cup, and in the end, did he drop the catch or did he drop the match? We will come to know. As I was talking, that they need to play risk-free. Norman decides to take that risky shot, and he's lucky that the fielder at long off missed that one, and he got a single of the last ball to retain strike. 49 for 6 at the end of 9. He's batting 17 of 18. Anshul batting 3 of 3. Nisar Ahmed, left arm, comes from over the wicket. Left arm slow. Down the leg side will be called a wide. Left arm slow medium. So the 50 coming up, 50 coming in 9 overs. Needing another 78 more of the remaining 66 balls. Trying to place it in a vacant area and take a single. No run there. Anshul not keen on that. Time pushing him onto the back foot. Norman waiting to bide his time. He knows that he is lucky he survived that drop chance, but he doesn't want to. Nisar this time comes down the wicket, plays it towards the man at long off. Vinay Malik there, keeping it down to a single. Anshul coming to strike after some time. He's not had some strike in the last few minutes. It'll be interesting to see how he comes because he's at the moment just nursing a injury to his hand. In the air, and the man at cover drops that. He backpedaled himself over his hand and he dropped a sitter. So two chances going down in the last 4 minutes. Should have been an easy take and sent both these batsmen to the hut. But at the moment, these two are still there and fighting a battle out for their side. Norman places it in the vacant short cover area. By the time the man comes around, he quickly completes a single. 53 for 6. Last ball of the 10th over. Trying to play down the leg side, and the absolute mayhem out there, and they're lucky to survive. Anshul is not sure about himself. That was an easy single as soon as it missed the bowler, and he should have got a single. Ended up going down on his haunches and complete that single. 54 for 6 after 10 as we take a short drinks break. Welcome back. Last 10 overs of this game. Ramakrishna comes into bowl. 54 for 6 in 10. Places down, needing another 74 runs at the start of this over. Gets a single of the first ball is Anshul. He moves on to 6. Score moves on to 55. 73 of the remaining 59 balls. $55 for 6. Norman plays it down the ground for a single. Score moves on to 56. 56 for 6. Partnership of 28 out of 27 for these two. They came in together. Score was 28. Another. This time plays it in the air, high into the night sky, evening sky. The fielder there misses the ball, but keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 59. Anshul trying to manufacture this shot, gives him the wide, so one more run added. Score moves on to 60. This time plays it towards the man at deep square leg, chasing the ball. Keep it down to 2 runs. 2 more runs added. 8 runs coming off this over so far with the ball to spare. Score moves on to 62. Needing another 66 of the remaining 55 balls. Trying to drive this one. End of the over. 8 runs coming off it. Welcome back. A boundary to break the shackles for SuperTech. They race away to 67 for 6. Open and then Anshul deciding to send one packing towards the mid-wicket boundary for 4. This game evenly poised until sometime, and slowly SuperTech now trying to get hold of the proceedings. This time towards the man at long on. Vinay should have gone for that. He didn't take his chance. A step or two forward, he could have grabbed this one. This is what the difference is. He could have sent the dangerous Anshul Srivastava back, but not to be a single being taken there. Score moves on to 68. Norman wanting to place it and take a single. Anshul not ready to take those risky runs. Quite rightly so. 68 for 6. Partnership 40 of 36. Remember, they were 28 for 6 at one point, and now this time on the back foot, plays it towards the right of the man at point. They take a single. End of the over, 69 for 6 after 12, needing another 59 of the remaining 48 balls at required run rate of 7.38. $69 for 6. Ramakrishna to continue. Norman on strike. Plays it towards mid-wicket. The fielder there bends down, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 70. Now Anshul needs to try to convert those singles into doubles with his partner and make sure they try to get to the target. And Anshul tries to manufacture a shot. Umpire not interested. Going down leg side probably. Playing all around that ball. He planted his front foot and then decided to bring his bat around it. Luckily for him, that one's going down leg side. This time will be called a wide. Score moves on to 71. This time towards the man, the left of gully, take a single. Score moves on to 72. Anshul batting 14 of 15. Norman batting 24 of 29. The must chance of a cotton ball, but to the left of the bowler, and the ball going towards long off for a single. One more runs taken. Score moves on to 73. As the sun setting down and the lights will come on and take effect. Plays it again towards the left of the man at gully and they take a single. Anshul moves on to 16 of 17. Score moves on to 74. Last ball of the 13th over. It's the wind's picking. It's getting cooler by the minute. Goes down on his knees, sweeps the ball. Nisar not able to stop that one, and a boundary to end the over. 78 for 6 after 13, needing 50 more of the remaining 7 overs. Required run rate now 7.14. They are running a run a ball. Norman batting 29 of 31 with 4 boundaries. Anshul batting 16 of 17 with 1. And after that first 6 overs where they got a wicket each, they have struggled to get a wicket in the next 7 overs. Who does the captain look to get them a wicket? And brings himself on. Must be thinking he'll have to do it on his own, get a wicket or two for his side. Imran Sheikh to bowl. Tosses this one up. An edge just misses the keeper. They get one and they quickly come back for the second. This is good running. Two runs. An under edge just misses the keeper and they come back for two. Score moves on to 80. Now the 48 more runs of 41 balls. Loop this one and Anshul moving towards his right, trying to go over the man at short fine, doesn't make contact. It's a dot ball. This time quicker ball and straight to the man at short fine, and Imran Sheikh must be telling himself why didn't he bring himself on earlier. Finally a quicker delivery, caught Anshul by surprise and straight to the man at short fine. Nisar Ahmed was a fielder there who took that catch. So the 7th wicket down. Anshul Srivastava makes his way back. He's out for 18 of 20 with one boundary. It wasn't too big a total that they were looking to chase. Deepak Odrani comes into center to partner Norman. Imran Sheikh has bowled 4 balls, given away just 2 runs and taken 1 wicket. He broke that partnership of 52 runs between Norman and Anshul. And now they're into the tail. The number 9 batsman coming to the crease. Deepak Odrani refusing the single. Norman just making it in time. Last ball of the over coming up. Just 2 runs coming off it. $80 for 7. Last ball of the 14th over. Tossing this one up. Deepak just playing it with soft hands. He invited him to drive, but he didn't take the bait. At the moment, it has to be risk free, and it has to be Norman now who's the onus is on this guy to get his same over the line. He has the number 9 for company, and then another couple of them to join him. Natraj to continue. Norman on strike. 48 of the remaining 5. Full toss. Plays it down the ground. There's a man at Vinay Malik who's come around to his right. Keeps it down to a single. Well fielded. Good effort. They need to bend down. Vinay needs to bend down to take the ball. He can't foot the ball. $81 for 7. $35 balls, 47 runs for the wide. So make that 46 of 35, 82 the score. Nataraj bowling his third over. Plays it in the air. Man coming around to his right and unable to cut it off. And a boundary to ease the pressure. It was up there, and Deepak decides to open his account with that boundary. Vacant mid-wicket area. There's a man at cow corner. There's nobody at mid-wicket. There's nobody behind square starting from short fine except the man at short mid-wicket, and not the line with no protection whatsoever. '86 for 7. This time straight to the man at short mid-wicket, and he drops a sitter. Reached the ball but ended up fluffing that chance. Sparklet Spartans have been guilty of dropping catches. He could have got the 8th wicket, but in the bargain have now given Norman the strike. Trying to cut this one. And the keeper asking for a caught behind, but not to be. 14.4 overs, 87 for 7. Will be a wide, so one more run to the total. Score moves on to 88. Deepak batting 5 of 5. Norman batting 30 of 33. 4 boundaries to his credit. Raj 2.4 overs, 19 runs, no wicket. Coming to bowl the 5th ball of the over. This time cuts this one towards deep point. They complete one. Norman not interested in the second, so it will be a single. Needing another 39 more runs of the remaining 31 balls. Nine runs coming of this over. They got the required run rate in this over, so they can play without any sort of risk. Short hurries onto the batsman. They play down towards fine leg. They complete one, and Deepak easily turns back for the second. So a good over for SuperTech. 11 runs coming of it. Score moves on to 91. They need another 37 of the remaining 5 overs. '91 for 7. Imran Sheikh to continue. He had given away 2 runs and broken the partnership when they badly needed. Next over, Deepak Odrani survives a catch. And now we need another 37 more of the remaining 30 balls. The only way Sparklet Spartans can win this game is if they get these remaining 3 overs. Slow one, inviting Norman to play a shot. He moves forward, but in the end doesn't make any contact. This time comes on the wicket and plays it over deep mid-wicket for a 6. The equation now coming down to 31 of 28. Pressure released. He was standing there at one point watching his partners come and go, looking desperately for somebody to stick along with him. Anshul did that for quite some time. And then now Deepak is giving company. This partnership is 17 of 11 balls, getting them closer to victory. This time slower. This time cuts this to the right of the man at deep point. They come back for the second, easily making it. And 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 99. 15.3 overs, 99 for 7. interesting games here at the Oil and Gas Premier League Season 4 on a Super Saturday. This time asking for an LBW, but the batsman umpire is not interested. A leg by given. Hurried on to the batsman, but these pictures brought to you by ASL Live, media personnel. Another faster one, misses the ball, wanting a single. Norman not interested. Deepak's not happy with that. The moment the keeper fluffed and it was going to short leg, he wanted the single. Norman not ready for that. But all's well that both the batsmen are still inside. They do not want to lose another wicket. 100 for 7, 15.5 overs, 25 balls remaining. And they need another 28 runs. They need just about run a ball. They don't need to do anything silly. They're going to get a boundary here and there somewhere. That will bring the equation down to below run a ball. At this time, edges this one towards the third man area. They complete one and they complete the second. Brings the equation down to 26 of 24. And the score moves on to 102 for 7 after 16 overs. Last 4 overs, Ramakrishna coming back into the attack. 17 runs of the 2 overs that he's bowled. Last throw of the dice probably as will be down leg side, asking for a caught behind. The keeper wasn't convinced, but just came up once. Ramakrishna started appealing for that. No run there. 26 of 23. Norman batting 39 of 39 with one maximum to his credit. This time plays it towards the man at deep mid wicket. They complete a single. Plays it towards deep mid wicket. There's a fielder there. And one more run added. So moves on to 106. Last ball of the 17th over. Given away 4 runs of the 5 balls. Just making sure he's not going for a boundary. Probably senses if they get a wicket here, then they can get into the last 3 as they get one to a short mid wicket. They complete 1 run. The man at deep mid wicket coming around keeps it down to a single. 107 for 7 after 17. 21 more runs required of the remaining 3. Nisar to continue 1 over 5 runs and he's got no wicket to his credit. He has to deliver the goods. He has to get a wicket here to put pressure back on SuperTech as Imran at long off fields and keeps it down to a single. Takes Norman off strike. Takes the score on to 108. 20 more runs of 17 balls. Dot ball. This time plays it across the line. Again goes into the deep square leg area. They complete one. And coming back for the second. Is there a chance of a run out? We'll wait and watch. And it's been sent upstairs. A risky second. We'll wait and watch what is the outcome. The throw wasn't that great. Nisar made sure he collected the ball, broke the stumps, and it's a matter of just knowing whether Norman was there within before the balls were broken or was he shot. Wait for the umpire's decision. And it's been out, so a suicidal run ends in Norman being run out 43 of 43 balls with 4 boundaries and 1 6. The partnership of 29 in 24 balls. 109 for 8 brings the number 10. Now it's all up to Deepak Odrani and the number 10 and 11 to get those runs. 19 more runs of 15 balls. (109 for 8), 19 more runs of 15 balls. Deepak on strike. Imran brought Nisar back on to get him. It doesn't matter how he got it. If it's not a catch or a bold, get me a run out, and that's what happened. Irfan, the number 10 left-hander, comes to strike. Just the man at long on being sent a bit wider. Deepak on strike. 19 or 15. Plays it towards the man at deep mid wicket. Imran now moving from long off has moved to mid wicket and keeps it down to a single. Takes Deepak off strike. Brings Irfan onto strike. Score moves on to 110 for 8. 17.4 overs. (110 for 8) as Irfan flicks this one towards square leg for a single. One more run added. Triple Nelson. Score moves on to 111. 17 runs more of the remaining 13 balls. Deepak on strike. Plays it in the air. There's a man coming from square leg. Probably didn't sight that one for him to charge for the ball. Happy to just give away a single. 18 overs completed. 112 for 8. 16 of the remaining 12 balls. But the worrying factor is that they just got 2 more wickets in hand. And it is the number 9, number 10, and the number 11. Deepak and Irfan are there at the center with the number 11 to follow to see them over the line. Parminder coming in to bowl his final over. He's given away 14 runs of the 3 overs that he's bowled, and he's taken 3 wickets. So up to him if he can close this game out before they reach the 20th over. Straight over the man at short mid wicket. Imran coming to his right, keeps it down to a single. Misjudgment. Is that one more wicket? And yes, it is. A suicidal run which wasn't needed. Imran had stationed himself especially for that. If he couldn't get a catch, at least he would field. And in the bonus, he made a fantastic throw towards the striker's end and caught Deepak Odrani short of his crease. And now they need another 15 more runs in 11 balls, but have a solitary wicket in hand.
All right, so good evening and welcome once again. This is the Super Saturday, the second week of the Oil and Gas Premier League, the 2026 edition, Season 4. And this is the last game for the day today. We have 2 captains from the teams. Oil Serve Risers are taking on Intertech All-Stars. Both the match officials along with me for the toss. We'll proceed. Intertech will spin the coin. Tail is the call from Oil Serve. Heads it is. So Intertech win the toss. What would you like to decide today?
Actually, we are planning to.
All right. Any specific reason for fielding first?
Yes. And we have around runs going that way. So this time we are planning to do bowling first.
All right. What is the target that you have in mind that you want to restrict the opponents at?
It's below 150.
All right. And what's the strength of your team and the combination that you have for today?
Actually, we have one outside player introducing this match. So hopefully we will do our level best.
All right. All the best for you and your boys for today. You can get ready for fielding. Arun, good evening. The toss has not gone in your favor, but you're still batting first. So how do you look at this one?
Yeah, we actually wanted to bat first, so it doesn't matter the toss, but that's what we wanted.
Right now, any changes you have from the previous game?
Yeah, we have two changes. Gaurav is playing today, Ram is not available, and Manish is not playing today, and Mansoor is playing.
Right now, the opponent captain has the plans of restricting you guys to